Oh, my goodness. All right, lots to cover.
All those layers being peeled away. Now, for more on the IRS's scandal, we're joined by Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, we've talked about this. It may not be illegal, it may be unconstitutional, but as for criminal activity, it's going to be very hard to prove if it's there at all.
Well, the behavior to which the IRS has admitted is not criminal. It's unconstitutional. Here's what they've admitted to. They've admitted to applying greater scrutiny to documents filed by taxpayers seeking exemption from the ordinary tax rules because of the speech of those taxpayers. So they have treated people differently because of their speech. That's prohibited by the First Amendment. And they have treated people differently for an unlawful or unconstitutional basis. That violates the Fifth Amendment, the Equal Protection Clause, which says similarly situated people, applicants for tax exemption, must be treated in a similar way. You can't take Media Matters application and stamp OK, and take Tea Party Patriots application and say we need another 4,000 documents. I'm just giving you these two.
So why is the Justice Department, as to what Peter Burns was saying, looking into the legality of this?
Well, the Justice Department is trying to deflect attention from the White House. Here's the issue with respect to the White House. The president said last week, here's the question to him. Can you assure us that no one in the White House knew about this before your counsel learned of it on April 22nd? Answer, I can assure you that I didn't know about the Inspector General's report. Not the behavior of the IRS, the Inspector General's report, until it came out last Friday. If the president knew what the IRS was doing, Lori, this goes back to 2009 and 10. The president ran for re-election in 2012. If he knew about this and permitted it to happen so that the scrutiny of these conservative groups would keep them from affecting the outcome of his election, you're talking I word, as in impeachment.
Wow.
So the issue of when did the president know, or what did the president know, and when did he know it is of profound importance. Now, as to what the Justice Department might find, there are allegations. The IRS has not admitted to this. There are allegations from taxpayers that their private information got into the hands of those who wish them ill. That is, people on the other side of the political spectrum. If that information passed from the IRS to those people, that is, if IRS agents leaked information that was filed in support of these applications, that would be a criminal event, and hopefully the Justice Department would prosecute it.
It's fascinating. You bring up the I word, impeachment, but I mean, the fact that it's so, as you put it earlier, difficult and frustrating to peel these layers off. I mean, you see why the administration is being so guarded, but is there a way, legally or illegal, I mean, since the question of legality seems to be pushed aside at this point, to just get to the bottom of this once and for all without going through all these machinations?
There is no way to get to the bottom of it unless the president answers. I mean, so far the president has held 2 press conferences, each permitted 2 questions, one to him, and no follow-up questions. So that question and answer that I just summarized for you about anybody in the White House, and he goes, I didn't know about the IG report. There was no follow-up. Mr. President, I wasn't asking about the IG report. I was asking, what did you know about the IRS behavior? Look, George Will had a great column last week, and in the column he quoted one of the articles of impeachment voted by the House Committee against Richard Nixon. It could have applied precisely to Barack Obama, and he has used the Internal Revenue Service to harass his political opponents by imposing greater obligations on them than on those who disagree with them. That appears to be exactly what's happened here. That's why what did the president know and when did he know it is of paramount importance. Stated differently, did Barack Obama do what Richard Nixon was almost impeached for doing?
What I wanted to follow up, Judge, is what do we as just average Americans, do we have any rights here? Can we personally sue the IRS? I mean, how do you... It's like, who is the government working for us? Or
individuals who were made to spend a lot of extra money with their lawyers and accountants.
Well, sure, just
because the IRS imposed greater scrutiny on them for political reasons can sue the IRS. But if the IRS comes back with a numerical reason or a non-political reason, then they're going to lose the suit. But there'll be many, many of these lawsuits. It'd be difficult for the IRS to defend all of them with some IRS-based as opposed to politically-based reason, when almost all the groups that got the extra scrutiny are libertarian and conservative, and almost none of the groups that got extra scrutiny are liberal or progressive.
Infuriating, really.
It is infuriating, and like a lot of these things, There's probably more to come, Lori.
Oh,
so hold your fury.